All right, so, and I have my notes here. So welcome. This is part of the Goddess Group program. And this season, the theme is Menopause Mindfully, that I will be running. But this inner child work is part of what I'll do in that program. So welcome again. We will be doing an inner child healing practice. And that's the theme for the webinar. So I'm so glad you're here. Why am I doing this work and who am I? For those of you who may be watching who don't know me from YouTube. So my name is Vivine Williams and my nickname is Kala. And so I use the nickname Yogini Kala over on YouTube. And I have been a professor, and that actually figures into my story because I want to just share that with you. So I began teaching yoga in 1994, so way back in the day. So I have that background as a certified yoga teacher. And I've been studying and practicing meditation for over 20 years, okay? So really long time. Amazing to me to see the, starting maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago, meditation really hitting the mainstream. So I've been at it for over 20 years. I think it's about 24 years now. And I've been featured in Essence, Self Magazine, Heart and Soul. But I don't even know if they exist anymore because I'm not reading magazines as much. So Essence, Heart and Soul, and Self, and Yoga Journal. Because of the yoga teaching background, I got featured in there a couple times. So just so you know who I am, because there are a lot of random people on YouTube who don't have any experience in what they're talking about, Goddess. It's okay if they're like learning with you, as long as that's clear, but they're not necessarily an authority on the topic they're talking about. And that's what's great about YouTube, but that's also what's a little odd about YouTube or Facebook or any social media. So my mission and why I do this work is because, and again, not all of you may know, I was an art professor, and I ended up getting bullied by 4 males and who had known each other, sort of a good, what we call like an old boy network. This is very common for women in academia, and even more commonly happens to women of color. It just really does. The statistics are terrible about how we stay in academia. So I ended up getting tenure and leaving. And so my mission is to help women who have also suffered from bullying, depression and anxiety, which of course this triggered losing my job in such, actually, I can't believe I said losing my job. I didn't lose my job, but I felt I was pushed out. I actually quit, which never happens when you get tenure, because tenure is a lifelong job. You're basically guaranteed you have work for your entire life. So I left, but I felt, at that time, I felt I was pushed out. Now, I would put a different read on it now in terms of what Spirit wanted. So that's really important. I think that we do have to kind of re-script and look for the deeper meaning. And there really is, not just to make one up, but there really is. That was not the right place for me, but it taught me a lot. And so my mission is to help women who, like I said, dealing with burnout, anxiety, high levels of stress, yeah, thank you. And just to help them and know that they're natural means that you have control of. It's not just getting a pill from the doctor or staying depressed your whole life. So it took me some time to heal. It definitely did. And I used the tools of yoga, meditation, and inquiry to really help myself. Okay, so I also did take medication because I was so depressed, you guys. I was so depressed. So I definitely, if you, suffering from depression or anxiety and need medication, I think these are like a wonderful, they may be all you need, or they can be in adjunct with medication. It's fine. So that being bullied, that real male dominance paradigm, I think that's shifting. My mission is to be part of that shift. I think that's why I'm here. I know that's why I'm here. And so I just, again, want to thank you for being here and being part of the healing. And that's really important. So women, the Dalai Lama said something like, the world will be saved by the Western woman. And he probably said that because we have the most power, goddess, of any women in the world, right? We have, you know, the most economic power, even though it's not equal to what men make by any means. But we have the most sort of economic power and freedom. So he said something like the world will be saved by the Western woman. So that's part of my mission. So we'll be doing we'll be doing some inner child work. I'm going to grab my photo, grab your image, just have it handy. Okay. So okay. And so if you're on my email list, you might have seen, I sent out this little picture of me as a little girl. So we're going to put that close by. So have your picture close by. If you want to also get some incense, if you're watching this, like not in your car, not at work, and just really set a nice space for yourself. I'm going to launch into the program, and at the end, I will tell you about the whole program that this is part of, and I do have some bonuses. The bonuses are to entice you to register early, and they're really wonderful extras that I'm giving for those who register for the coaching program. So why do we need inner child work? We need inner child work because this is a psychological concept. It's not even woo-woo. It's not new age. But so we all have still an inner child. So as you're growing up, that part of you that is a child doesn't go away, right? It doesn't go away. You still have all of those memories. You have everything that ever happened to you, even if you don't consciously remember it. And that's a little scary when you think about it, because I think it said that it's up to age 7. You're literally just recording. They're blank, right? You know, you've seen children. I myself have been a teacher of also littler kids, and you know how easy it is to influence a child, right? We hear now about grooming, which when I was growing up wasn't even a word, but that idea of like slowly like enticing a child, you know that's possible. So I mention that to say that's how blank we are, right? Even though kids, you know, they can be willful and be difficult, they're still watching their parents. They have no other, that's how they learn, right? Years ago, I saw this real quick story I was doing massage. I wasn't licensed yet. I was showing my friend, and I was showing her the shiatsu that I'd started studying. And her little boy came over. I was pressing on her leg, and her little boy came over and he looked at me and he's like watching. I'm like, oh, okay. I chatted with him a little while I'm doing, and then he started pressing on her leg, like imitating me beautifully. Like he was like, okay, she's moving her hand. And you guys, I don't have kids, but it really showed me he was watching me. He thought, okay, I want to do this. And he started doing it. I didn't tell him to do it. You know, I didn't try to entice him, but he was watching. So we get programmed. We get programmed by our parents, mom, dad, grandma, who of course grew up in, you know, it's a different era they grew up in that was passed down to them. They have their own specific issues, pain they've been through, and they can't help it. They're trying to teach us. Okay. Yep. Yes. Wow. Yeah. Age 7. So we're a blank slate. It's just beautiful, pristine, you know, smooth surface, and anyone can write on it, right? That's your subconscious. Now, they don't, of course, actually, they do know they're training you. My parents, I am from Jamaica, I'm from the islands. They were very clear they were training you because, you know, you needed to be trained, right? That's that old school way of working with children, but it doesn't matter. No matter how sort of woo-woo and, you know, soft you are, the kid is still getting all of this. Anytime you reprimand a child, so if you were ever really strongly reprimanded, or you saw your parents fighting about money, you might have, very often kids will think, well, it's me. I'm causing the problem. I'm the problem because I must cost them too much money. You know, they have to feed me, and they're arguing about money, and my mom's upset. Everything that is strongly emotional, even if you don't remember it, because say it happened at 3, you know, say something happened at age 3, you don't consciously remember that, but it's still in there. So this healing, I've started to do it. At first I was skeptical, but through a series of my trainings and things that I'm doing, I put my photo on my altar. I pull this photo out, and I just really, so I'm telling you kind of how you would start it if you wanted to do this at home. Put your photo somewhere in a sacred space where you can see it when you sit quietly. And really the easiest step is just to start looking at the photo and just tune in, because it's you. When you see yourself and you see your expression, right? You're going to see that sweetness that you had. Like when I really started looking at this photo, you guys, I remembered some things, and remembering the dress and the time period that it was. So you can take your photo, put it somewhere where you can see it and sit with it, and then don't do anything. Just sort of take in your beautiful image. And no matter what we think of ourselves, just know you were innocent. Whatever happened around you, you came in with that innocence, and you came in more connected with spirit. Okay, you absolutely did. So you know, the adults were the bosses. It's just, they were the big bosses. So the first thing is just to have the photo, like I said, and just start, you know, in the evenings, just looking at your photo quietly and see what starts to come up. Okay, I'm getting little chills as I say that, because things will start to come up, goddess. But so let me lead you on this practice. Now, it's not scripted. I'm really just going to tune in right now, and I invite you, hopefully you need to be able to sit down. So it's important because you need stillness, okay? And that's the other thing, goddess, our society, check out Ralph Smart too. I think he's wonderful in a lot of ways, and he talks about this in The Matrix, because I did love that movie, and it blew my mind. In The Matrix, they want to keep you busy. Okay, please understand that. They want to keep you running like a mouse on a wheel, because then you don't have time to think. You do not have time to think when you move that quickly. So to do this practice with me now, please, 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 if you're watching it in recording, if you need to stop it, come back when you have quiet time. Yeah, oh yeah, no, Ralph is wonderful. He really, really is. So sit up nice and tall, stretch your spine straight. That's so the energy can flow smoothly from base to crown. It also keeps your heart open, right? When somebody's depressed, how do they sit? They kind of drop in. You've seen people where their posture is just like that. Okay, so open up your heart chakra. It's a prouder, more confident posture, so please do that. Lift up the heart center. Okay, straight spine. Push the crown of your head up heavenward. Okay, and now lower your eyes and just follow along with me, listening. So I know the sound quality should be perfectly fine for this, even if I think the colors don't look right. So feel your feet, goddess. Lift your toes up, put them back down, and feel the contact with the earth. Deep breath in, blow it out through the mouth, blow it out. Do that a few times. Inhale through the nose, of course, filter the air, warms the air, purifies, and then blow out through the mouth. That way you can exhale really long breath, okay? That's much, much more calming when you let your exhalation be long. And now imagine as you do that again, that you're letting go of anything negative in the body, any energy that is negative, any upset, any anger. You could see it as like a gray color. And it goes out, and it goes way away from you and goes up and just dissipates out harmlessly, way, way, way out. Okay, so you can let go of that. You can inhale energy, exhale, release what's not wanted. You could also picture it going out through your feet, goddess. Any negative energy out through your feet. Again, we store this up, our interactions with others, bosses, family, people in public places that have negative energy. Let that go. Come back to your own frequency. Come back to your own frequency. And so I think that I'll just have us do a little tune in through the body, and then we will open the eyes and we'll work with the photograph. We'll kind of play it by ear, and we'll shift back and forth, okay? Because this is the way we really have to do it. So feel your feet, your ankles, your legs. So I'm really trying to bring you into presence with yourself. Presence with yourself. Again, the matrix wants you to be running around, looking outward for your peace, thinking I have to buy this for my peace, I have to spend $10,000, I have to do this, I have to do that. You're a human being coming back to yourself. So feet, ankles, calf, knees, and thighs. Breathing in and out now through the nose, and just notice, like, I feel my legs and I feel tingling. Feel your aliveness within your body. Try to notice any sensations, Goddess. You might notice warmth. You might notice coolness, tingling, pulsing, throbbing, but be happy. You're just feeling sensations. You're alive. This is your energy. Come up now to the pelvis, the buttocks, lower back, belly. And for most people, this will actually feel very calming, very relaxing. If you have any discomfort, Goddess, that is okay. You can actually still be present to it, and believe it or not, it will typically slowly diminish. So even if you feel any discomfort, that's okay. Just notice it. And so come up to the chest, the shoulders, the back. Your arms. Can you feel your fingertips from the inside? Like literally feel, okay, what's my thumb? My index finger. Okay, wait, my middle finger. So I want you to go through and just feel all the fingers. You can feel them all at once. Feel your palms. Feel your lower arms and upper arms. As I said, let this be relaxing. You're tuning into yourself, right? This is where your connection to God, the divine spirit, has to come from, okay? Great spirit. The breath is coming in and out without any effort. And finally, Goddess, let's scan the face, the eyes. Release any tension, relax your face, let go of any expression. As women especially, we often literally walk around with a smile, or we freeze in that smile because we're expected to. Relax the forehead, the face, the eyes, and even the scalp. So with the eyes closed now, I'd like you to envision or just think. If you're not visual, it's okay. Try to bring yourself now to a space where you feel very safe. I like for you to have this space. It has to have walls and a roof. It's an enclosed space, let's say. It's just where you feel very safe. So you could be in nature, but have a shelter. Okay, so I'm envisioning a beautiful space. Think of this as your retreat area now. So I'm giving you time. It could be maybe a place you've been that you remember, okay? So I put myself in nature, but then I have like a beautiful tent that has, you know, it has four sides, it has a roof, tent roof, but I can still feel breezes coming in. So envision now you're a sacred space where you feel completely safe. And then just let yourself be seated in this beautiful space, Goddess. Now here, if you'd like to, I'm going to say you can lean back in your chair or listening to me, even if you had a recliner, let's just say, that should be fine. It's a little bit different. Get comfortable and picture yourself in this safe, beautiful environment. Are there candles? Are there fresh flowers? Are there plants? Is there a favorite pet? So just feel that you're in this space. And we now want to start to connect in with ourself as a younger child. So at this point, if you would like to gently open your eyes and just gaze at the photo that you have, that's fine, but still stay very inwardly focused. So I'm also doing this with you. I'm just briefly going to look at this photo and just take her in. Take her in like you're taking her into your heart, because she is within your heart. So now in your sacred and safe space, you've also put a feeling of protection, however you want to do that, whether it's guarded by an ancestor or whether there is a strong, dog, like a German Shepherd, something is guarding your space, or just energy, however you work with that. But you feel completely safe, and you are completely safe in this inner space. And now you're sitting there, and let's together just say, I invite my inner child to come forward. And I like to envision a little circle. Believe it or not, we have different selves within ourselves. We have like a wise part of ourselves. We have a part of ourselves that's maybe very hurt from something. It's a little bit fractured. There's the self that's the go-getter, that's like, this is what we have to do. This is what we're going to do at work today. This is how we're going to save our money. So there's different parts of you, believe it or not, like different little selves that all together make you up. So now envision just shadowy, that maybe there are others in there with you, but just other aspects of yourself. Right? Other aspects of yourself. So now just mentally say to yourself, I invite my inner child to come forward. And then just imagine that a little girl stands up from sort of the edge of your space, and she's sort of coming towards you. And just use the image from the photograph, okay? Now you don't have to see her clearly. If you do, that's great, but you also can sense her. Because remember, again, she is within you. So I'm picturing this little girl now, and being an artist as well, I have a very clear visual, and just see her. Let's have her sit right in front of you. Right in front of you. So you're knee to knee. I am picturing that I'm sitting on the ground, and my inner little child, and little kids can sit and they're so flexible. So she's sitting cross-legged as well, face to face with you. But of course, you're slightly looking down at her, unless you want to put her on like a cushion, because she is your guest of honor. So take some time to sort of bring this up in your mind. See her. What does she look like? Right? See the colors. What colors were you wearing? What is her hair? How is her hair done? Remember your hairstyle. Is she maybe 6 or 7? Is she 9 or 10? So giving you a moment to just really get a felt sense of this you, very innocent, very sweet, and a little bit scared. And now let's just envision that you're actually taking her hand, her little hands in yours. And if you'd like to, you could put your palms up and really just imagine that her little hand is now resting in yours. And now just say hello using your name. If you have a nickname now, use the name that you used then. Or if you had a little nickname as a little girl, use that name. Use the name that she'll recognize. See her breathing. Feel the sense of her hands and how tiny she is, right? You're going way back in time. Just holding her hand in yours. Notice what comes up for you. So as I'm leading this, because I'm speaking, it's a little harder for me to tune in to my inner child, but I really invite you to, even now, emotions may be coming up for you. So just gaze at her. Look at her beautiful, smooth skin. She's a little girl, so it's prepubescent. Look at her eyes, her hair. Did she used to have ribbons or little ties that held her hair with the little balls, you know, that mom would braid your hair? Or how was your hair at that age? And look at her clothing. And then just really feel and sense her. And we're going to start to say little, and then use your name. I love you. I love you. And then just pause. Again, if you need to open your eyes and look at the photo, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. You could do that. That can be very, very moving. In fact, I just now put my photo right in front of me. So feel you're still in that same space though with her across time, across 10 years, depending how old you are, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years to your little inner child. Just say to her, I love you. And then say your name, I love you. And just see what comes up. Okay. Take your time. And now come up with a phrase like, you are beautiful. You are a beautiful little girl. And again, feel free to open your eyes and just gaze at the photo. At this point, if you'd like to, this worked very well for me and for others that I've taught it to. You might want to feel that you're touching her face, touching her cheek, okay? And just telling her, you are beautiful. Just notice how that feels in your body because you're talking to yourself, right? So how does that feel? You are beautiful. Or any phrase like that you like. You are so pretty. You are so sweet. And then let it resonate for you. Continue like that. And just start to notice, tune into it. I don't want you to miss it. Notice what comes up, what emotions come up. Is it a sense of like, oh my gosh, like I really needed to hear this, right? Because our parents, no matter how much they loved us, weren't always able, right, in that real time to give us that. So continue now with some phrases. Please find what resonates for you, Goddess. So I'm going to say to my inner child, you are beautiful. You are so sweet. You are a wonderful little girl. And I love you. So find your phrase or phrases, maybe 1, 2, or 3 phrases, and go ahead and repeat that now. You're doing great. Again, imagine that you're stroking her face and telling her these wonderful words of affirmation, of love and tenderness. And now we'll just say, I am here for you. I is the adult version now. I am here for you. Just repeat that. I am here for you. Just notice, I feel energy moving in my heart chakra. I can feel it from the back into the center of my chest. You're assuring her You're assuring her because the inner child can be very scared. Hopefully you were able to tap into yourself at that really innocent, sensitive age, goddess. When you do this practice next, you may see yourself a little bit younger, or you may see yourself at a phase in your life where something traumatic maybe was happening for you in school or something like that, or with another child. So, but just trust that the version of yourself you see is the perfect version for you, and just say to her again, I am here for you. I will take care of you. I am here for you. I will take care of you. You may feel tears beginning to rise, depending how deep you are able to go. Okay? I am here for you. I will take care of you. I love you. I will take care of you. Again, you're the adult now. You're tapping into that strength as an adult, but you're assuring this very fragile part of yourself that is within you that it is safe. This is extremely healing, extremely healing. So now with this little girl still right in front of you, just say to her, I'm open to hearing what you need from me. I am open to hearing what you need from me. Again, you're speaking to yourself. So let it unfold. When I did this practice early on, I got that I need more play. I want to do more fun things, right? So listen now, but also trust that when you're off of this call, later in the day, tomorrow, be open to and revisit asking her, what do you need? What do you need to be safe and to feel happy, safe, and loved? Okay? That is the question to your inner child. What do you need to feel safe, protected, and loved? And then just be really open. And now, to close this beautiful practice, I would like you to envision that you now wrap your arms around your inner child. Wrap your arms around her. You can feel how small she is relative to you, that her head is like below your chin. Wrap your arms around her. Feel that you're embracing her within this healing space. And that you, as you do that, you incorporate her back into you. This can be very, very profound. Incorporate her back into you. And if you'd like to now, wrap your arms around yourself so your hands are touching your upper arm. And just say, I love you. I love you. You can use your name and then say some of those phrases. You are beautiful. Say those phrases now to yourself. End with, I am here for you. I will protect you. I will take care of you. And just give yourself a squeeze on the upper arms. Give yourself that hug. Deep breath in. Release your arms. And take a few breaths. Work we do on the energetic plane can be extremely powerful, goddess. Extremely powerful. Expect that today, as I said, tomorrow, as you're open to it, you will have insights, healing memories, and insights will come to you that you may want to journal about, okay? So really thanking her for coming forward, and let's bring the hands to the heart center and know that you've opened up communication with this part of yourself that previously, this beautiful part of yourself that previously was scared, maybe you weren't in communication with, maybe you weren't listening to. and keep this open. So we'll transition, take a few deep breaths again in. Bring your arms back, like I bent my elbows and I'm just stretching back and release. Blink a few times and come back to yourself. Feel your feet, goddess. Feel your feet. Feel the legs and just sort of, let's tense the legs briefly, like tense them, tense them, tense them. Maybe lift your toes up, tense or point, and release it. Make a fist with your hands. Deep breath in, release it. Shrug your shoulders up and down. So if you'd like to share in the chat any questions, and I might share some questions that I've been given actually that I know clients ask. So this, as I mentioned, is part of what I teach in the Goddess Group Coaching Program that is menopause mindfully. I was trying to which word should go first? So we decided menopause mindfully for women who are in peri-menopause as well. So late 30s, 40s, 50s, who are into menopause. So I just want to share a little bit with you about this program, okay? If you enjoyed this and if you found this useful. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And let's see if I can, hang on here. I'm just gonna go to desktop and then do share. And then hopefully you guys are seeing this here. So again, many people, thank you so much for being here live, Terrell, and those who are watching in recording. So this program, this practice starts October 6th, so it starts super soon. I just want to tell you what you would get from it, from this Goddess Group Coaching Program, okay? And I ran it in May, and we focused on the chakras during that session. But I hear that a lot of women and a lot of my clients and my viewers are having trouble as they go through this period, this beautiful transition with sleep, okay? And so what this program will teach you is techniques and how to incorporate them, right? So not just information, but you'll be able to ask me questions and how to use the practices. So you'll start to learn how to sleep soundly. That's really crucial for your immune system, and it's really crucial for accomplishing your goals. Because what I'm finding is a lot of us are really tired. We're very, very tired, and sleep is so important for that. So again, hopefully you can see my screen. And so Menopause Mindfully will start. It's set up very specifically. It is 6 weeks with a bonus final party where we will literally in our own spaces have a beautiful sort of graduation session. But it's 6 weeks of training. So the first thing I'll work with you on is getting your sleep. Okay, and then also how to, once that's in place, early in the 6 weeks, we hope, if you do the practices, you're going to be able to access your intuition, your wisdom, because that's the next step. Once you're sleeping soundly and getting stronger, these practices, the meditation practices, breathing practices, will help you be able to tap into your wisdom and your insight, okay? Now that's crucial because it's about decision making and it's about kind of living your dreams, okay? So sleeping more soundly, just look at my notes, it'll sharpen your intuition and your wisdom. That is key. As women, we have that wisdom within us. This was one of the practices, as I said, tapping into that inner child and healing her. Once the healing is underway, you'll be able to kind of do more of what you want to do. Your fears from this little girl won't hold you back. The fears of doing it wrong, of being reprimanded. They can even be money fears, because often, think about it, our parents would tell us, we can't afford that, right? I can't get you that. Who do you think we are? We don't have that kind of money. Those things often, even if you were middle class, often parents do say things like that, right? Your days will begin to flow more smoothly as you get these practices into your life. And I will show you how, and with a group of women as well. So we start at the sort of physical level. We get that all together. And then we're getting more to the mental, and then finally to the emotional level. So your days are going to start to flow more smoothly. You're going to find that the problems at work start to lessen, and your response to them, I promise you, and I've said this in my meditation videos, when you start meditating or having a specific practice that works as powerfully, you're going to feel you have more time in your day because things go more smoothly. And even when they don't, you're so smooth that people are kind of like, oh, they literally react to you differently. Goddess, I have seen it in the people I've taught. This is what happens, especially when we can get a good meditation practice going. And I'll teach a couple types in the program. Okay. So that's the promise of the program. And it's for you if you're wanting to feel that this phase of your life, I'm going to be really honest. We usually in your 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s, you still have your health, right? So you still have your energy and you still have your dreams. You can really go for them. You don't want to wait till you're 65, 70 and like, wow, I really did not do what I wanted to do. I wanted to start that business. I wanted to travel to this country and maybe live there for a few years, or at least go vacation there. And I wanted to go volunteer in South America or in Ghana. I wanted to go do that. And, we were too scared or we didn't think we could do it. So really, this program isn't about menopause. It's about menopause as a marker of you coming into your wisdom years and that this is the time to live your dreams. Okay. So it's going to be a high vibe group of women from across the country. And just like we did it today, it's going to be on Zoom. We'll see each other. And you will talk back, and sometimes we'll do breakout rooms where you can go chat with somebody else within it. But in each of the 6 weeks, I'll be teaching you a specific technique. You'll be practicing it in the week, right? And I'll send you the audio or video to guide you. So you'll have that specifically made for this group, okay? And you'll work with that. And then you come back on Sunday. It's Sunday nights that we do it. I do it from 7 to 8 Eastern time Sunday, because that works for a lot of people. So the information is on this page. I don't want to go on too much about that, but check out the page. Check out the testimonials. I have a lot of testimonials from folks. I'm going to just read one of them. Let's see, by the 5th week of the Goddess Coaching with Kala, I've seen some big changes. I signed up as I was having anxious thoughts. I couldn't shut my mind off, right? And that, actually with the hormones and menopause, that gets worse. I'm just telling you. So in the coaching, Kala skillfully and patiently taught us meditation and relaxation skills that I now use to manage anxiety. That made me so, so happy. That's just one of them. I didn't even read the whole thing. So check that out, you guys. But I wanted to tell you what the bonus is, okay? Because I really value your time. If you register, this is Saturday, the 21st, that I'm actually recording this. I'm going to leave it up till Sunday morning. And that point, probably my assistant will take it down Sunday morning. But these are the fast action bonuses. You'll get an energy attunement video that I only previously shared with private coaching clients, where I will work with healing energy of your prana, your chi, and send that out to you and lead you in accessing that chi for healing. Okay, so an energy attunement. I have not put anything like it out on YouTube yet. I may in the future, but as I said previously, this is going to be just for this group that I'm going to make it and give you access first, even if I do later make one for YouTube. I will also make you a vial of, it'll be small because I've got to mail it to you and everything, but of either an essential oil blend or a flower essence, and they can be really healing. I am actually making some flower essence right now. So you'll get that to do the work with the group. So we'll all, those who register early will have that particular blend that I make. It's not just going to be something I go buy. I'm going to make it and create it just for the goddesses. And then also I will pull a soul card for you from this deck, the Isis Goddess deck. And it has the Egyptian underpinning. And so I will do a card for you and just let you know what the meaning is of that, because that will be the issue that, like, it'll be an issue that's coming up for you, okay? So that'll be specifically for you to help you know what's going on for you at this time at a soul level. Now this, you have to be in the US, because I do sometimes have goddesses from Britain, but I'm not shipping anything to Britain, so sorry, Britain. Actually, that one, the essential oil you can't have, or the flower essence, because I'm not going to be able to ship out of the continental US. And so this early bird where you save $50 and get the bonuses is up till the Sunday morning, so the 22nd. I'm going to have my assistant take it down on the 22nd. So all day today and to Sunday, and the price is only $247, and you get these bonuses. I would really love to have you join me and be there with me. It was wonderful. Like I said, these testimonials are some are private clients, because you can also work with me privately, but a lot of these are from the group coaching that we did in the spring. We had a woman who was a doula, and I had a teacher, artist and teacher. Actually, teachers tend to really be drawn to me, that because I have that background and went through that, so they can relate, whether they teach high school or whatever, right? So I'm going to stop the screen share. So I urge you to go to this page. It's in the Flow of Magic. And if you go there, you'll just see group coaching. Click that button and it'll take you there, and register so you don't lose these bonuses. Like I said, a reading that is about what is going on for you at a soul level, I think that in and of itself is very powerful. I put the monetary value at $35, but it's really more than that if you really choose to take it in and work with it. All right, the essential oil or essence value is $25. And then the energy attunement I value at $50, because it'll start a process of healing for you. Because as a healer myself, my chi, my prana at that level is very healing. And so that is, like I said, something I have not shared out to the public as of now. I probably will in a little bit on YouTube, a shorter version, but I'm going to share a version specifically for my tribe. So if you, oh, so yeah, one question I got is, if you're not able to do Sunday at that time, it is recorded and everything is sent to you by email as well. So you'll have the practice that I've recorded for the group. And you can watch it, like if you want to watch it Monday, you can watch it Monday, or later Sunday if you work or, you know, are doing something Sunday. Yeah, okay. Watch in replay. I thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And awesome, awesome. So do take advantage of the bonuses. I would love to work with you and just go much more in depth, and we share, and it's private. And also there is a private Facebook group where you would interact with the other goddesses. So I'm going to sign off, and thank you so, so much. Take a breath in. Om. Hari Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace with ourselves, peace with others, and peace with the forces around us. Namaste. The divine within me honors that divine within you. Bye, goddess. Thank you, and take care.